Hey, and welcome back. This video is for week 3. I want to go over what's due and also just to give you guys a couple of reminders, okay? So first of all, let's talk about what's due for week 3, okay? We're going to scroll down, and as you can see, now you're kind of getting into going into Module B, okay? As you can see, you have several things that are going to be due on September 5th. September 5th is next Thursday, or depending on how you look at it, this upcoming Thursday. And essentially, you're going through each portion of the assignment. And actually, let's get inside of this folder here. Okay, so you're going to start obviously with the introduction. I want to make sure that you guys also understand you need to make sure that you're going into every folder. So make sure you're reading all the information, watching the videos. Some of the emails that I'm getting from you guys, it sounds like you may be watching most of the stuff, but not all. So I want to make sure that you guys understand you're going to need to look at each part. If it asks you to take notes, like kind of in some of these pieces, you want to make sure that you're doing that as well. And then complete the SmartBook activity that is for the grade, okay? So just make sure that you're going through each of the portions. And I'm going to go back out so I can kind of give you an idea again of what is actually due. So as you can see, all the way from B1 down to B7, okay? So all the way from B1 to B7. So keep that in mind, and we're going to talk about this. Let me go back in. So starting from B1, got B2, B3, B4, 5, 6, and 7, okay? So all of these are due, by next Thursday, okay? We do, obviously Monday is a holiday because it's Labor Day. So keep that in mind. You can hopefully use that day to kind of maybe get ahead. A lot of you actually are ahead, so that's great. And I applaud you all to those that have been able to kind of work ahead. But just make sure that you're going through each of the portions. And just remember, if you're having any issues, so again, you're going through, make sure you're reading the parts, you're going through the chapter, and then completing the SmartBook assignment. If you are having any issues where something's not launching, because the only chapter that there were issues with was chapter 1. If you're having issues where something isn't launching properly, you will need to go into, and we're going to come over here and I'm going to show you this. You're going to want to go over to the left-hand side where it talks about clearing your cache and your cookies. By now, I'm pretty sure you probably have already made sure that your pop-up blocker is enabled, but you want to make sure you go into the information for clearing your cache and your cookies, okay? Having a lot of students that are saying they're getting errors and then they're able to kind of clear their cache, their cookies out of there, and then they're able to get to the site appropriately. So just remember that this is here to help you with that. And you can go through depending on which browser you're using and try to do that step. Try that step first. If that doesn't work, okay, you can send me an email, and then what I may have you do is contact, and again, the information is over here, the eTextbook support. You can do it by email and chat, or you can call the phone number, okay? So all of these tools are here for you. When it's outside the realm of essentially just that one issue where it did not deploy, and chapter 1 didn't deploy properly into the McGraw-Hill book like it was supposed to, and let me see if I can kind of pull this up. So it did not deploy properly like it was supposed to, but you still can get to it. You just have to go outside and connect into the course. So you should have been able to get to chapter 1. I had a lot of students that just logged in outside of Blackboard. If I'm able to get that chapter linked correctly, hopefully I'm working on it today, trying to get it set up, as well as doing some grading for you guys. So you'll be able to see some updates there. So just know, you are going to see a lot of updates to grades. You're going to see, hopefully, this chapter 1, I intend to send out a message. So if they are able to get that chapter 1 deployed correctly, like it's supposed to be, I will send out another message just saying, hey, it's now been deployed correctly. You guys can now access it from Blackboard. But again, you can access it outside of the course. You just have to go outside, into the actual McGraw-Hill link or site rather. Okay. And I had a lot of students that were able to do it, but it's probably a handful of you guys that are saying that you were not able to do it. And I think it's just because you're still trying to go through Blackboard to get to the site. Okay. If you have any particular questions about that, please let me know. Otherwise, just remember, obviously, you are working on the assignments that are due up until September 5th. Oh, and this is another question that I got about your grammar, punctuation, and style activities. So you want to make sure, obviously, all of these assignments are due by December 9th. However, we have it broken up. We try to give you these things in bite-sized pieces. So that way, it won't feel like it's so much if you're trying to do them all by December, right? So you want to make sure that every week you are submitting the assignments that have kind of been selected. You're just kind of picking which ones that kind of stand out to you, and that's fine. But essentially, you just want to make sure that you got to have it in before December 9th because it's not going to be accepted late. So make sure you're working on it weekly, okay? If you have questions and you have any issues with trying to get to anything within the site, please let me know. But the link is there. It's also here on the side. And you just are essentially going to go through each chapter and it's going to take you through the different activities. Okay. So again, want to make sure that you have in your work by September 5th for next week. All assignments, of course, are due by 11:59. If you have any questions about the upcoming assignments, please let me know. I am answering emails because I have seen that I have a few. So just know you will see some emails coming back to you guys this morning. You can email me as quickly as you can. I'm also going to post my business personal cell phone number up here. So that way, if there are students that have any questions that possibly want to shoot me a text or just give me a call, that would also be a fast way for you guys to get your questions answered. And I'm hoping that will also kind of help with some of the troubleshooting questions, so you'll kind of know if maybe it's something that you need to call the support desk for. Okay. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. And again, just remember, that we're in Module B and we're working towards getting a little bit more done out of the book. So again, I hope you have a great weekend. Have a great Labor Day. And I look forward to, seeing not seeing, but hopefully communicating with you guys next week. Have a great one.